Hey everyone, and welcome back. Let's jump in, and we are going to be talking about styles. So I think everyone has heard about color styles, typography styles, there's image styles, effect styles, and there's also layout styles. If we go over here and click on our canvas, we notice we don't have any styles right now. And you may be thinking, like, why do I need to make grid styles? Well, I mean, it's really important. And for the sake of your own sanity, you should save your grids as styles, especially when you're working in like a new file and you really just want to, attach it to every frame you need to use. That way we aren't constantly repeating ourselves when we create a new frame and reinventing that wheel or copying and pasting them. So if I take like a new frame here and I just, I'm going to just call this one grid right now. If I take this new frame and I want this grid on this frame because it's a pretty cool frame and it matches in terms of the breakpoint. So I can copy this grid, like the properties here, and with Command C or Control C, and go to my grid and paste it. So just Command or Control V. And there we go, that grid's there. But to do that every single time, to try to find sometimes the grid layer that you want, it's a pain. Now, the way we can get around this is that we're going to turn this grid into a style. Let's jump right in. This keeps everything in one nice, neat place. So when you need to apply it to a frame, you just basically select that style easily. So the way to create a grid style is you jump right into here and you press this little style icon. And here you can just, once you've pressed that, it's going to pop this dialog box and you can just name it whatever you want. You can say desktop, and this is the naming convention for like foldering. So you use that slash and you can say desktop/L for large. And there we go. And, I can say this one as well. I could say, oops, that's for searching. I'm going to press that plus button, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to say desktop/XL. So if I do want to, apply that, I can. Now you can even just go here, click on that frame, go to your layout grid and click that style button, and you can apply whatever style you want. And just like that, we have created a grid style. Now you can't stack styles upon one another. Like you can't put two styles on one frame, but you can put different layout grids on a frame. And I'm going to get to that, but this is how you just apply style. So if I take this and I'm just going to like duplicate it over here and I stretch it out and now I have a very large screen. I need to swap it for the XL version. I can do that. And if I want, say, I want a larger margin on this, I can go into my edit style and it's going to open up this box. And here you can go into the properties. You can give it a description. You can rename it. You can say, hey, I want a larger margin on both sides. That means like my column width needs to come down on this one. So I need to specify something like, okay, 60 pixels. So now, as you can tell, it gets changed everywhere within this document. So that's how you're going to use styles to basically create some pretty awesome, reusability within your file that you're using. I definitely, if you don't have the free account of Figma, you can actually publish these styles by just going up here, publish your styles and components, and you can publish those. You won't be able to publish components if you have any, because if you're on a free account, you can't do that. You can publish styles though, and you can access them across files. So that is how you create a grid style.